Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is August, and welcome back to Youth Pastor Reacts. I'm Youth Pastor, and today I'm going to be reacting to Rush Time Stands Still. Now, this is a twofer. We're going to be doing the official music video, and then we're going to be taking a look at the Time Machine Tour live in Cleveland. So I'm very excited for this song. If you didn't know, we recently watched the Beyond the Lighted Stage documentary, and in that, I saw a clip of this song and it looked hilarious, the music video at least. And so I definitely wanted to check it out. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it's got. So without further ado, let's go and jump right on in. We're just starting off like that. Okay, hold on. Let me reset. I wasn't ready for all of that. Okay. All right, let's do it.
Catch my breath before I start off again. Living on without a moment to spend. To pass the evening with a drink and a friend. I let my skin get too thin. I'd like to pause, no matter what I pretend. Like some pilgrim who loves to transcend, learns to live as if it's once a year.
This is awesome.
Not looking back, but I want to look around me now. See more of the people and the places that surround me now. Time stands still. Freeze this moment a little bit longer.
what a music video that was. My goodness. It's like they landed at the final section right there. The very end of the song, they landed, their feet hit the ground, and then that lady was floating away. I don't know who that lady is. You guys got to let me know down in the comments who that lady was. She was singing a little bit, but she was kind of throughout the whole music video. This is probably one of the craziest music videos I've ever seen. I mean, the video effects person was just having a field day with this one. That was so fun. That was so unique. I've never seen anything like that. Just obviously, they probably recorded their sections or their parts in front of a green screen, and then they just had all these backdrops and things like that, and they were just floating, and at this point it looked like they were catching a wave.
Time stands still. Summer's gonna
Yeah, that's so fun. That is so fun. I like the sound too. Time stands still. Man. So again, what I'm getting from this song is it's a really fun kind of song, very upbeat, very funny in the video effects and all that kind of stuff. But essentially, I guess it's a song about time standing still. Essentially, just like staying in the moment, like just getting the most from the present moment that you're in, and you know kind of just taking a step back, taking a breath, and realizing, life can get busy sometimes, and you're on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, but it's nice to just relax. It's nice to just calm down a little bit and take a break, for time to stand still and you really just soak in the moment that you have. We're gonna take a look at the lyrics for sure, but overall, this video was absolutely amazing. And especially, I'm not sure what time, what year this was like produced and put out and stuff like that, but I'm assuming this is like a big deal for this time period as well. Video effects have over the years become a lot easier, I guess you could say, and more realistic. But this was fun. This was super cool. All right, so I just pulled up the lyrics for Time Stands Still. It looks like the lady was Amy Mann. So I'm not exactly sure who that is. You guys got to fill me on or fill me in on that. But it looks like the song was also produced in 1987. Dang, that's awesome. All right, so it starts out by saying, I turn my back to the wind to catch my breath before I start off again, driven on, without a moment to spend, to pass an evening with a drink and a friend. So he turns his back to the wind. So essentially, this wind or this force that's carrying him through his life, his the journey that he's on. But he wants to catch his breath before he continues what he's doing. Essentially, he's driven on without a moment to spend, feeling like every single minute of your day you have something going on, and you can't even just take a simple breath. To pass an evening with a drink and a friend. I let my skin get too thin. I'd like to pause. No matter what I pretend, like some pilgrim who learns to transcend, learns to live as if each step was the end. Also, I'm sorry about my camera. For some reason, it seems to be glitching out a little bit. That's interesting. I let my skin get too thin. So maybe allowing things to get to him and, not having thick skin. I like to pause no matter what I pretend, like some pilgrim who learns to transcend, learns to live as if each step was the end. Huh. So I guess just like holding on to each moment as if each step was the end. Essentially, like not knowing when the end is coming, right? I mean, every single day that we get on this earth is a blessing. We never know when our time is going to be up. And I think that's a good lesson to learn. Like, we just got to live every day to the fullest. Live every day like it's your last. There are people that, they go to sleep and won't wake up tomorrow. And it's really sad to think about that, but it's reality. And so we have to keep that in mind and learn to live to the fullest, In the scriptures in Proverbs, it mentions that it says a fool plans for tomorrow, but a wise person thinks about death often. And I know not a lot of people like to think about death. It makes us uncomfortable and it represents a lot of pain and tragedy that a lot of people go through. But ultimately, I think if we did think about death, we would live a lot differently. We would cherish the moments that we have with our loved ones and our friends. And every single day, we would live as if it was our last. We would really just soak in every single moment that we possibly could. And also, when you think about death, you might even, for some people, a lot of people, well, think about the future. Think about eternity. Where are you going to spend eternity? You know, that's a big deal. Time stands still. I'm not looking back, but I want to look around me now. Time stands still. See more of the people and the places that surround me now. Yeah, I love that. Time stands still. I want to look around me. I want to be aware of what's going on around me and the places that surround me. I want to just really, in every single moment, soak it up to its fullest. Freeze this moment a little bit longer. Make each sensation a little bit stronger. There's people that just live their lives like they're just going through the motions, essentially, right? Oh, my camera's getting bad. I'm sorry about that. But they don't take the time to just breathe, to just look around them and enjoy life, enjoy what God has given them. Experience slips away. Time stands still. I turn my face to the sun, close my eyes, let my defenses down, all those wounds that I can't get unwound. So, again, this is going back to his thin skin. He let his defenses down, and that might have hurt him when he's let his guard down. And, life is like a box of chocolates, right? You never know what you're going to get. That's what a lot of people say. It's also kind of like a roller coaster. It has its highs, it has its lows. It's got all of that. And so, but when you let your defenses down, I feel like that's when you really begin to live your life as well. Like, obviously, the Bible says to guard our hearts, which means don't just open up your heart to everybody or anybody. But, when you do have those people in your life that you can be vulnerable with, you can open up to, that's when you really start, I feel like, living your life. When you can have those close relationships and you let yourself open up. You lower your defenses, like he's saying in this case. There's a risk that you might get hurt, but I think the risk outweighs anything else because it's how to live your life. You're gonna get hurt in life. Talking about maybe like relationships. You may experience heartbreak. But it's worth it. It's worth having that relationship with people in this life and not just looking past it. I let my past go too fast, no time to pause. If I could slow it all down like some captain whose ship runs aground, I can wait until the tide comes around. I let my past go too fast. So essentially, just moving on to the future, right? Bigger and better things. And, it's not necessarily a good thing to stew or brew on the past or to think about it too much or to, let it keep you up at night or anything like that. But it is good to slow down. It is definitely good to slow down and take each day at a time, you know? I want to look around me now, the places that surround me now. Freeze this moment. Make each impression a little bit stronger. Freeze this motion just a little bit longer. The innocence slips away. Hmm. Summer's going fast, nights growing colder, children growing up, old friends growing older. Yeah. I mean, I don't have kids yet, but I know that for a lot of people when they have kids, it just they say that it goes by so fast, when they grow up. It's like they're little babies and then, they're teenagers and now they're adults. And life just goes by super fast, especially the older I get. I'm starting to realize that the older I get, life just keeps going by even faster and faster. When you were a kid, or when I was a kid, I felt like it went by so slow. Like every day was so long. And now it's like over in a blink of an eye, right? It's crazy. But that's kind of how life goes. It's a vapor in the wind, is what scripture says. It really is. It really is. It's really over faster before you know it. So that was cool. That was really good. Um, let's go ahead and check out the live performance. Again, this is the Time Machine Tour, I believe, and it's live in Cleveland. So let's give it a look. wonder if they're gonna start floating around the stage.
Turn my back to the wind to catch my breath before I start off again. Driven on without a moment to spend, but passing evening with a drink and a friend. I let my skin get too thin. I like to pause no matter what I present. Like some pilgrim, not to try and say. To live, I just be careful to get. I'm not looking back, but I wanna look around me now. See more of the people and the places that surround me now. Time stands still. A little bit stronger. Experience slips away. Experience slips away. Time stands still. Turn my face to the sun. I close my eyes, let my defenses down. All those wounds and I can't get them out. I let my past go too fast. No time to pause. And ride the going all down. Like some captain, ship underground. I could wait until the time comes around. I'm not looking back, but I wanna look around me now. See more of the people and the places that surround me now. Days is more than a little bit longer. Making sensation a little bit stronger. Making temperature a little bit stronger. With this motion a little bit longer. The innocence slips away. The innocence slips away. Time stands still. Time stands still.
That's so cool. That's so cool, especially seeing the fans. I love watching the official music videos because you can get, the sound. It sounds different, right? The studio sound, but also like they can have different liberties with what they're wanting to show, like the video effects in this official music video. But I also like watching the live versions because you get to see them perform the song, live, and then you also get the crowd in it as well. When they show the crowd, I mean, it's just popping off every single time. Just singing every single word, loving the cool signs that they have. And I mean, this place is packed. You can just tell, and that's so cool. So, anyways, yeah, this one was cool. This one was really, really good. I like the sound of it a lot. And it's a good message as well, just to kind of remember to slow down. Remember to just take in each day at a time, and like it might be your last, because you never know at the end of the day. So, anyways, that was cool. That was a good song. So thank you guys so much for watching this reaction. I really do appreciate it. If you have any other reactions you guys want to see, please leave it down in the comment section below. Also, if you like the video, please be sure to give it a like. This lets me know that you guys enjoy these reactions and want to see more. But hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.